and welcome to my channel. If you enjoy this video and the other content here, please consider liking and subscribing. And if you want to be a part of our community, we have a Discord server which will be linked below in the description. But without further ado, sit back, take a deep breath, and relax. And I hope you enjoy the video.
Come along, we're almost there.
They certainly achieved their goal of isolation. Barely anyone comes here. These mountains are treacherous. And yet, we've taken a perfectly safe route. Thanks to the custodian, I presume. Just more things we're not being told.
Is it really such a surprise that after thousands of years on this planet, that I have my fair share of secrets? Unlike you, who seems to like to pour your heart out after a couple of drinks.
You really aren't gonna let that one go, are you?
To be fair, it was quite funny. Also a little heartwarming.
Oh, by the altar, don't say that.
Bestie, I almost got away with not being mentioned. The boy is right. You were a disaster that night, my dear.
I know. It's the first actual party I've been to in so long. I just got carried away.
Bestie, please!
Is that so? So you two finally have a date planned, hmm? Well, I'll have to ensure we make some time for that.
Oh, please, Samael. Ilian was intoxicated. He surely doesn't actually want to. Right? I mean, why would you want to go on a date with me, of all people?
Bestie! Are you trying to give me a heart attack today or something? Did I do something wrong? Why are you exposing me like this? Good heavens, you've talked about him for how long? Ilian, I believe you're what the younger generations refer to as down bad.
That and a raging homosexual. So, now that we know he does want to, do you accept the date, dear brother?
What? I mean, I'd love to, but surely we should be focused on the war and...
Then it's settled. First chance we get, you two are going on a date.
Bestie, I hate you, but thank you.
Once more, we are an excellent team, my love. I do enjoy making my brother a little mess.
Right, we're finally here. Just over this peak.
By the altar. So that's...
The Obelisks of Infinity. Yes.
It looks like ancient divine architecture. Are there divines here?
Not many anymore.
Custodian, we need answers. Why was this place never spoken about?
You'll get your answers in due time, Michael. But for now, we have company.
Are these guys the preservers of fate?
Indeed.
You must leave. You are not welcome here, travelers.
I must speak with Tobias, or whoever is in charge these days.
How do you know of him?
Because I was there when this place was built, child.
You are divine. Even so, that does not mean you can enter.
I had hoped I wouldn't have had to do this. I can assure you that Tobias will want to see me. Or is the bloodline of Edivane no longer welcome here?
You're an Edivane. But that means you are...
Yes. I am the custodian. Or as you know me in your records, Elethia Edivane.
My deepest apologies. The sibling of the Grand Master is always welcome here. Please, follow me. I'm sorry, sibling? Custodian, did you just say your name? What the fuck is happening? I am so confused. Custodian, we need answers, and we need them now.
Just get on the platform. I'll tell you on the way up.
What do you mean the way? Whoa! This thing floats?
Technically, no. It's falling in reverse.
That makes absolutely no sense.
Thousands of years ago, this platform was made to fall in slow motion, and then that was reversed. Thusly, it ended with a platform that transports you up and down.
Hang on. That would imply that some serious amounts of time magic were used. The most people can achieve is the occasional, not even set in stone prediction. This is way out of anyone's capabilities.
Not for these people. And the term is chronomancy, dear Michael. It's what the preservers of fate specialize in.
So you're saying these people know advanced, powerful chronomancy and have just hoarded all the knowledge for themselves?
They swore that they would never share chronomancy outside of the walls of this place.
Yeah, that's a good question, Bestie. So, what exactly is this place?
The Obelisks of Infinity is the place that was set up in order to further research time magic once it was discovered.
Discovered by this Grand Master, I presume. A sibling you've never spoken of.
That no one speaks of anymore, as decreed by the Council, and for once I agree with them.
Tell us about them. I think after all this time, you deserve to be able to speak about your own family.
His name was Arius. Arius Edivane, divine ascendant of time. My older brother. After his ascension, this place was built, consisting of 5 towers. The one we're at now, the entrance, is the Hand of Time. The central tower, the Fixed Moment, is where Arius's public office was and where he spent most of his research. That there is the Tower of Heralds, the living quarters of the students. The library is there, the essence of eternity. There you can study all the collective knowledge of the preservers of fate. And that one there, that is the Tower of 1,000 Realities, Arius's private tower, where he studied what he called the strands of fate, a glimpse into the future.
What happened to him, Custodian? Why does no one talk about him?
He became consumed by his research into the strands of fate. Think of it like putting together the pieces of a puzzle. The more pieces he put together, the more he became obsessed with finishing it. He found that all the strands led to a single event, and he was solely focused on discovering what that was. But the closer he got, the more dire his mood became. It became clear that whatever this singular event we were converging on was not a desirable outcome. He also mentioned how he couldn't see past it, as if there was nothing beyond this. The darkness, he called it. He kept saying, the darkness is coming.
Did he ever put all the pieces together? Figure out what this dire event was?
I think so. It was the last time I ever saw him. One night, he came to my cottage completely unannounced, and the look on his face was so sad. I tried to get him to tell me what was wrong, but he wouldn't say a thing. He just sat me down, told me he loved me, and that he was sorry, and that I had to listen to him. Then he told me that I would be needed at the altar until the boy, guided by light and wrapped in shadow, ascended.
Holy shit. Is he talking about you, bestie? You're saying he managed to make a prophecy how many years ahead?
Approximately 2,000.
Damn. That's some powerful chronomancy. I'd expect no less from the divine descendant of time, though.
Indeed, he scribed many predictions and prophecies in his time.
What happened after the night he came to you?
He returned to the Obelisks. Then some powerful explosion happened in the Tower of 1,000 Realities. Almost caused the chronomancy holding the entire complex afloat to fail. When they entered, he was gone. Ritual circles and true ice crystals storing tremendous amounts of chronomancy had been used for what we can only presume is some sort of spell. But he was nowhere to be found. Not a trace of him remained. This was the day I was a Lethia no longer. I became the custodian, my life devoted to my duty at the altar. His final journal entry spoke of the encroaching darkness, of the end of reality, the awakening of an unending hunger, an insatiable devourer, how he had no other choice, that he was going to make some final desperate attempt to avoid this fate. The council didn't want this to get out, for fear it would instill mass panic and hysteria. And for once they were right. Decrees and laws were put in place, and eventually he faded from memory. Perhaps, my dear boy, there's no way to tell. Maybe he is referring to the war in heaven.
Or this one.
I would think it likely.
That's not a good thing, is it? I will not place my faith in some prophecy made thousands of years ago. For all we know, this attempt to avoid this darkness succeeded.
Indeed, we must not allow the words of my brother to deter us from our goals. The preservers of fate could be powerful allies.
Master Tobias is inside. My deepest apologies for the earlier confusion.
Nothing I didn't anticipate. You may take your leave, Acolyte. Yes, my dear boy? I am all right. Just been quite some time since I've been here. Oh, why yes. I'd love a flower. And what does this one represent? Family? Oh, my dear boy, you are too sweet. Right. Let's get going.
My good heavens. I'll be damned.
Hello, Tobias. We have much to discuss with you.
I know. He said you would return one day. One of his final prophecies.
He did?
Yes. I'd almost given up hope of it coming true. I assume these are the Archangel, Darkangel, Dreamwalker, and the Herald of Purity. Yeah, that's us. Okay, the first time it was fascinating. Now I find myself mildly disturbed.
Bestie, you have a cool name.
Oh no, come on, yours is totally cooler.
Listen, Tobias, I know that you refused to lend us your assistance in the last war, but the situation is different this time. We need the forces of the Obelisk.
Of course, you have every warrior at our disposal. You refused to help us in the war. You're just handing your men to us without a second thought? We follow the word of the Grandmaster Arius very strictly. We were told not to interfere with the war in heaven.
Were these all instructions he left before disappearing?
Most were, on occasion. As some of us attempted to gleam into the future, we receive what we believe to be messages from the Grandmaster himself.
He's made contact with you? Why didn't you tell me?
Not quite contact. It's like hearing whispers on a windy day. You can't be sure of what is being said, or, in fact, entirely sure of who is saying it. But these instructions come before his disappearance. I must take you to the Tower of 1,000 Realities.
Well, lead on then.
No, I'm afraid I have no further instructions other than to lead you to the Tower of 1,000 Realities and to lend you our strength in the coming war. My apologies. Who are you, the Dreamwalker?
Oh, no, that's me. He's the Herald of Purity. What? It's your official title now.
Aren't you going to ask which ones we are? You're wearing sheer black armor. I think I know which one you are. Emo. Shut up, Michael. You look like a marble statue whose ass got carved too big.
Nice one.
Thank you, Custodian.
Tobias, how have things been in the Obelisks?
Manageable. Only the occasional traveler attempting to enter the Obelisks. We had a group of raiders come a couple years back. Can't remember their names. Something.
Styrix Raiders.
Yeah. You know them?
Far too well. Please tell me you sent them packing.
They're fertilizing the grass outside.
Hell yeah.
Almost no one has stepped foot in this place since Arius disappeared. Only the Masters are allowed access. What are these strands of fate? Did no one else try to explore them? There was no one powerful enough to do what Arius did. He was the only one who could truly delve into them. Are these the strands of fate?
Those are lighting fixtures, Samael.
Oh, right. I knew that.
Of course, Samael.
The strands of fate are just through this door.
Whoa.
Something is wrong with them. What happened to these parts?
We don't know. After Arius disappeared, the strands simply started turning this dull gray. We think this is the effect of the darkness that he spoke of, but entire potential realities dying is... It is a harrowing thought to think about what could possibly be doing this.
Is this what's left of the ritual he performed?
Yes, we left what survived in its place. We didn't know if we were meant to interfere with it. So you brought us here. What now? This is all the instructions say, but I trust the Grandmaster's words. Well, this was pointless. You were saying?
What is that?
I don't know. Some kind of portal?
Something's coming through. Be careful.
Alethea.
Arius? Arius, it's me!
I can try stabilize the rift.
Alethea, can you hear me?
Arius? You're back?
I'm sorry, my dear sibling. I can't return. Even if I wanted to.
Where are you? What happened? Why did you leave?
There's not enough time to explain. You must listen to me. Is he with you?
Who?
The divine of purity. Did he ascend? Yeah, he's right here. Thank the stars. There's still hope. You must go to the hallowed mountains.
We were planning to after the Disciples of the Drake.
No, you must go immediately, while there's still time. Then to the glistening spires.
Why?
Just listen. Promise me you will go. You must. No. No! You don't get to just appear after millennia of leaving me alone and tell me what to do. Where are you? Why did you leave us? Why? Alethea, please believe me when I say I'd never have left if I didn't have to. Everything is at stake. I'm sorry. I'm sorry for leaving. I'm sorry that I can't come back. Even if I wanted to. I'm trapped. But I'm finding a way. I promise. I miss you. Even after all these years. I miss you too, little sibling. I cannot hold the rift any longer. Divine of Purity, you must listen. There are a finite number of realities, each branching from an event in the distant past of our world. There are two key differences that make our reality unique. The first is me. The second is you. You must remember this. Save him. Whatever you do, save him. Without him, we have no hope of defeating the darkness. I must go. I love you, Alethea. I love you too.
Custodian, are you okay?
I would appreciate some time alone.
Of course. Let's give the custodian some space. I will be in my office if you need me. The rest of the preservers must be informed of this event. Thank you, Tobias. It is my duty and my honor, Dark Angel. I will take a quick survey of the obelisks. I need to assess their military capabilities. Mind if I join? Of course not. I saw a small garden on the way here, my love. Shall we head there? Are you sure you're going to be okay, Custodian?
I will be. Thank you, Samael.
Well, this was a lot to process. I don't think I've ever seen the custodian like that. Not even after my mother passed. To think they had a brother all this time, and what happened to him? What just happened up there? Why is he stuck? Where even is he, really? Too many questions. Can I have a hug and kiss from my dearest boy? And do you have any idea what that brother meant about saving him? Multiple realities? What in all the heavens does he mean by that? And you're unique to this reality? Well, I already knew that. I've never met anyone like you. Of course you're unique. Oh. That's not what he meant by unique, was it? I need to pay more attention. My love, there's no need to overthink it. You've got enough on your mind already. I'm not one for focusing on mysterious instructions, but perhaps we should listen to him and go to the Hallowed Mountains. What do you think? I suppose you're right. If you can see possible futures, perhaps this is the best course of action. This is all so complex. So many new factors. Why can nothing ever be simple? I don't think I'd get through any of this without you. I don't think any of us would. I mean it. Without you, Michael and I would have never reconciled. You're the first person the custodian has taken a liking to in millennia, and without you, Alien wouldn't be here. I never really believed in fate. But just think about all the extraordinary events that occurred for all of us to come together. I don't think that could happen in any other reality other than this. And seeing how we've come together after all we've lost, each of us have lost our family, but I like to think we found a new one with each other. I see now how far I have strayed in the past millennia, the pain I've caused. I'm sure Father would be proud. But just think, all the things that brought you to Bleakhold, to me, despite everything, the worst war in all history, an entire millennium, and we still found each other. I have you to thank for reminding me who I am. When we return to Bleakhold, once this is all ended, it's time we saw some real change. It'll be hard. There'll be many who cling to their ways. But I will ensure my people have a brighter future. I am their ruler. They should trust me, not fear me. We can do that together, if you'd like. I would love to have you at my side, and I think the people would love you. Just as long as you never forget, no one will love you more than me. So once this war is over, we take some time to ourselves, then set about changing the Obsidian Cascade for the better. Together. I love you so much, my sweet boy. We're gonna get through this. All of us. We're family, and we always look out for each other. This war is far from easy, and the more time passes, the more complex it seems to become. But we will come out the other side. I believe in Michael. I believe in you. I know. I'm scared too. And whenever it gets too much, you come to me, okay? I will always be here for you. I love you, my sweet boy. The daydreamers return. Give me one more kiss, my love. So, brother, how much will the Preservers be able to aid us in the war efforts? They are small in number, but potent fighters, well-trained, almost all divines. Not to mention they're all chronomancers. We can presume that Zazriel has no knowledge of this magic in such a powerful form, so we need to utilize their powers as much as possible, whilst ensuring Zazriel gleans as little information as possible from each glimpse of it that he gets. An excellent suggestion, Ilian. I'm impressed.
I've picked up a thing or two protecting my bestie. So, how can we best use our new assets? That works, bestie. Actually, that'd be perfect, I think.
Look at you being all strategic.
So, we spread them out to all major settlements and use their divination abilities to predict any incursions. Zazriel will eventually deduce we must have some way of predicting his attacks, but for a while, we can be better prepared and hopefully reduce civilian casualties.
What about the realms not currently part of the Alliance?
We send some out to those that are part of the Alliance, and as more join, we leave a small contingency there before moving on.
Sounds like a good plan to me.
So, are we gonna talk about the custodian? Yeah, I don't think I've ever seen them like this.
I was just saying the same thing.
Yeah, you're right, bestie. We should go to them. They need us right now. They asked for time alone.
And they've had it. Now it's time they're reminded of the fact that we're here for them. They helped raise me, Michael. I won't just leave them in there to suffer.
I suppose we're all going then.
Hello, my dears.
Custodian, are you okay?
Of course I am.
No, the truth, Custodian. Not the answer you leave on the walls you build around yourself.
I don't know what you mean, Samael.
Custodian, no one would come out of what just happened okay.
You do not need to worry about me.
Yeah, like Bestie said, we're in this together.
I know it feels like you have to deal with this alone, and I know that we don't understand the whole story, but we don't have to. And you don't have to ever tell us if that's what you want. Just let us be here for you. You've been there my entire life. You helped raise me after I lost my mother. Just this once. Let me be here for you.
I wish I could, Samael. I'm not entirely sure I know how to anymore.
Custodian, do you remember when you came to me in the courtyard, the day before my father's trial?
Yes, vividly. You were shirtless, drenched in sweat and bleeding from the knuckles.
What? Why is everyone looking at me?
We've grown accustomed to you saying something under your breath anytime someone mentions Michael shirtless. Guess we were just expecting you to say something.
He says things about me under his breath? No, I do not. I mean, sometimes, but I'm not saying anything this time, so can we please stop staring at me?
Yes, do continue, Michael.
Do you remember what you asked me?
I asked if you were okay.
And do you remember what I said in response?
You said, no. No, I don't think I am.
In that moment, that one moment, I was finally able to let it all go. For a split second, I felt all the pain of what my father had done, of everything I had lost. And you walked up to me, and you gave me a hug. No words. I think you knew I wasn't ready to talk. But you knew I needed something. It was that single moment that gave me the strength to get through his sentencing, to see his ship sail into Stormwall, to stay strong for my brothers. So, Custodian, are you okay?
No, No, I don't think I am. Thank you. Oh, thank you all.
The boy's right. We're family. Always.
You have all grown into some exceptional people. I thank the altar that I have you here. I don't think the reality of what just happened has hit me. Arius, my brother, is alive. After all this time, he's still alive. But I can't be with him. He's no longer gone, and yet he is not found.
He did say he was trapped. I'm sure he's spending this entire time trying to get back to you. I know I would do the same for my brothers.
Perhaps. I'd like to think he has, but I know he's been working on preventing whatever dark future he envisioned. I would hope he still has the sense to put all of reality before me.
Do you think we should do as he said? Can we trust him? You know him best, after all.
Absolutely. I trust him implicitly. We must follow his instructions to the letter.
If you trust him, so do I. We head for the hallowed mountains at sunrise. What do you guys think Arius meant when he said, save him? Who is him? And why is the boy unique to this reality?
These are all questions that we will not know the answers to for some time, I think.
He means Azrael. He has to. There has to be a way to save him. Brother, I know you hold out hope, but no. It is him. I said I would find a way to save him, and I will. I don't care what is predicted. I will save Zazriel, and I will end this war once and for all. You know what? You're right. Whoever this person is, we will save him. And I choose to believe that person is Azrael. If fate says otherwise, we defy it. I will stand against the very will of reality itself if I must. Whatever changed my brother, we change him back. We save my brother. We beat back the tide. We win. No matter what fate says, no matter what this darkness is, we save this world as we have done before. That is our duty, and we will not fail in it. So long as I draw breath, Ostra Castellum stands.
Hey there, thank you for watching this video, but just before it ends, I'd like to take this chance to thank all my disciples of Jesus Christ patrons. If you'd also like to support me, you can check the links below. But until the next time, take care of yourself. Have a good day or night, and I'll see you in the next video.